Afternoon, everybody. In the VHR Cyan here. Got an update video for you that you're going to get posted on YouTube in just a little bit. So remember, if you watch the video, please click like and also subscribe to the channel if you're a new viewer. Just want to appreciate you taking the time, taking a look at what we got going on. First thing that I want to start with is that I want to thank Alec for all of her effort on the outlines. Thank you so much. You saved me literally probably like 5-10 hours worth of editing and also proofreading. So I appreciate that so much. And if you get an opportunity to see Alec in game, thank her for her effort, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at what I've done. So the last couple of days, I really wanted to kind of organize in a bunch of different areas for us to kind of streamline where everything is and all the information that we have available, so that way we can really improve as a group on execution when we're in content, right? So I kept looking at areas where we were kind of having these weak points of information transition and also to find subject, right? So starting here at the YouTube channel, I organized all of the playlists so that way everything is in its own spot now. So updates, for example, here and the weekly raid reviews are going to go under this playlist. Daily log reviews. Now I'm working with Murphy, and what we're going to do is he's going to take a review of the logs, and then any areas where we need to sit there and improve on execution, or if there's a log video in general where I want to do it for a specific class, for example, or somebody asked me to do something like that, I have a spot to be able to put it immediately for them. And then I also added a Heroes of the Storm list. I'm going to start playing that regularly, maybe a game or two per day, and kind of just post in my videos and how I approach the strategy of what I was doing and why I'm doing it. Next element I want to go ahead and point out, here at our website at vhrraiders.engine.com, I added a new macro area here. This is for mouse over interrupts. So what you would do is you type in this line here and then add whatever the name is. You link your interrupt right there. I also added a couple of notes in macro writing, so if you want to take a look at that, please do. Up in the forums now, under rating for these bosses, currently in the current tier, we were able to put every single one of the outline battle plans for every single one of the bosses there. I also added an additional link to a Warcraft log of a guild execution that was considered top rank for the last 14 days, involving a raid team within our item level and our average size between 15 and 20. So I usually pick the 17. Please take a look at those, take a look at the outlines, also comment, especially for example observations, like if you're a rogue and you're on Zul Harak and you know a little write-up, for example, of how you approach it to be able to spread the fires would be really great as an example. Any element that you can bring and add to it will be essential to our growth as a team, okay? So I'd like to see more traffic to the website on a daily basis and also posts from people, okay? New element on top of here at the corner of the website, you can click on this portion right here, which is going to open up our new Dropbox for the VHR. Anytime that there's a document that I make, I'm going to put it there so that way it's available for everybody. I figured if I'm going to go ahead and spend the time, put the effort together, might as well make it available to anybody that wants to have access to it, and you're welcome to my documents, okay? Clicking on it, this is what you'll get when you come to it. You'll see each one of the outlines are available for the current bosses in that folder, and then I'll just add additional folders as I go, for example, for new content or mythic approaches. You'll be able to click on them, and that'll immediately give you an opportunity to be able to either download it or open it up into an available folder for you, so you can have it, for example, on your second monitor. That ties into this part here. All of those now are available on our Facebook page in the exact same area. We did a combination where it's downloadable via the document that I uploaded, and then also if you see here, this is through Dropbox. I wanted to kind of see how both of them played out. I think both of them are applicable. It'll give you an opportunity to be able to get the information from either source, and you're good to go. If you look under the discussion section, what we have here now is, remember that the current post, this is our recruitment threads that I've put on Reddit, MMO Champion, Wowhead.com, the Facebook groups, and also on the WoW forums. Try to keep it active by viewing it, for example. Keep giving it views, and if you want to comment, for example, your opinions of how much you enjoy the team, I'd really appreciate it. The more traffic that we generate to each one of these, and the more often, for example, that we put posts to it, brings it back up to the top of the thread. Thus, it's getting pushed back into viewership over and over. And if more people are doing it too, it just looks better in general. So if you could help me out on that as a team, I'd really appreciate it. It'll really make a difference. Thank you. Involving recruitment, also another point that I want to make is that I'm rewriting my interview sheet so that way I have a certain list of questions specifically that I'm asking for, and then once the edits are done via Alec and via Murphy's assessments, then I'll post it available on the Dropbox, and if you'd like to take a look at it, you're more than welcome to, and comment on it so that way I can make sure I'm asking the questions that would be prevalent towards us being able to put together the best team that we can in the coming future. Because remember, our goal is to get through heroic and mythic content, and we have to do that by being in a position where we perform before we get to the raid, by getting all the necessary information together and the plan together of how we're going to do it, not only as a team but also as an individual, and then also how it transitions to our play into the raid, for example, in areas of mechanics where we need to be more aware of what's going on and setting up, for example, DBM or weak auroras, so that way it'll notify us, so that way we have that warning when we need to pay attention to do something and do it correctly. So I hope all this information that was created over the last couple of hours, it took about 12 hours worth of total time, I hope you appreciate it. I hope you download it. I hope you take a look at it. And yeah, that's it. Next is right here. Each one of the outlines, I posted them into the discussion group, and then I added the logs that are on the website too, so you have both of them available to you readily. Finally, last thing I want to comment on, Blizzard released this post yesterday for 6.2.2. It's got all the information about what's going on here at Wowhead, and I provided that link under guides and links on our forums. So take a look at it. Make sure that you stay up to whatever adjustments and updates are going on in the game. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate it very much. If you could click like below, subscribe if you're a new viewer. If you have any questions, please comment in the discussion section on our YouTube channel, via in-game, for example, or any other area. I want to thank you very much again. Have a great and blessed day. Appreciate it.